Welcome back to Throttle Future. Today we're diving into a motorcycle that blends old-school soul with modern riding charm, a bike that has taken the retro cruiser segment by storm. We're talking about the 2026 Jawa 42 Bobber. If you are into low-slung silhouettes, wide handlebars, relaxed cruising stance, and a machine that literally looks like attitude on wheels, then sit tight because this one's going to speak your language. The Jawa 42 Bobber has always stood out as one of the most distinct, stylish, and personality-packed motorcycles on the road. The 2026 edition keeps that vibe but sharpens things up with subtle improvements, refined ergonomics, and a cleaner power delivery. From the moment you look at it, the bike just says come ride me slowly through the city while everyone stares. And trust me, they will. Let's talk about design because design is the heart and identity of this machine. The 2026 Jawa 42 Bobber carries a muscular fuel tank with sculpted lines that curve beautifully into the single floating seat. The seat itself is adjustable now, letting riders find a more comfortable posture depending on their height. It's a small change, but for daily comfort, it matters a lot. The wide flat bars enhance that cruiser stance, encouraging relaxed shoulders and an upright spine. The chopped front fender, the fat rear tire, and that minimalistic rear section all scream custom hand-built vibes even though this is a production motorcycle. The engine sits exposed and proud. You get a 334cc single-cylinder liquid-cooled engine, tuned for smooth torque and a refined power curve. It delivers around 30 horsepower and a torque figure that feels meaty low down. Exactly what you want for a bobber. This isn't a bike made for aggressive high-speed highway domination. It's for cruising, city chill rides, weekend coffee runs, and slow scenic highway stretches where the wind hits differently. Where the previous models sometimes felt a bit jerky at lower speeds, the 2026 Jawa 42 Bobber introduces improved fueling. The throttle response is more linear now. You twist the throttle and the bike responds gently, not with any sudden jumpiness. For new riders or people shifting from standard commuters to cruisers, this smoothness makes a big difference. The exhaust note has also been tuned for a deeper growl, especially when you roll on the throttle. It doesn't scream, it speaks. Calm, confident, and full of presence. The bike comes with a 6-speed gearbox, and the shifts feel cleaner than before. The clutch is lighter too, making city riding easier. The suspension remains on the firmer side because aesthetics demand a shorter travel setup, but it doesn't feel harsh. The rear monoshock is adjustable and helps tailor comfort based on rider weight. At the front, you have telescopic forks with gaiters that add to the vintage flavor. Braking gets a boost with dual-channel ABS standard. The front disc offers good bite and progression, while the rear brake complements the cruiser style nicely. You won't be diving into corners aggressively on this bike, but the stability and steering feel are confidence-inspiring. The bike loves relaxed lean angles and steady curved turns. Grip from the fat rear tire is strong, giving you that planted, muscular feel. The instrument cluster remains a single pod but now features better backlighting and clearer readouts. It's still minimalist, which suits the bike's character. Riders who want heavy tech integration might not find much to geek out over here, but honestly, this bike isn't for tech lovers. It's for people who want a motorcycle that looks like art and rides like a vibe. The 2026 update also brings in new color variants. Expect deeper matte tones, richer metallic shades, and some dual-tone tank options that elevate the premium feel. The badging and side panel detailing are cleaner and more refined, giving it the feel of a boutique-built machine rather than mass-produced. Now let's talk performance in everyday reality. The bike feels happiest at speeds between 60 to 90 km per hour. That's where the torque flows, the engine feels relaxed, the vibrations are minimal, and the riding experience is pure. Push it beyond that and yes, you will feel a bit of vibration because it's a single-cylinder engine. But honestly, if you're buying a bobber, your game isn't high-speed touring. Your game is enjoying the road, enjoying the journey, and looking damn good doing it. One of the biggest talking points of the Jawa 42 Bobber has always been comfort. The new floating seat has better cushioning now, which helps a lot on longer rides. Still, The bike's low seating and stiff style mean that you'll feel big bumps. This isn't a go-anywhere motorcycle, it's a smooth road cruiser. Understand its purpose, and you'll love it. Now on to pricing. Depending on the market and variant, the 2026 Jawa 42 Bobber is expected to be priced around 2 Indian rupees and 35 paise to 2.55 lakh ex showroom. That places it directly in the path of competitors like the Royal Enfield Classic 350, Meteor 350, and possibly even the Honda CB 350. But none of those bikes have the same raw custom-built aesthetic. The Jawa 42 Bobber is the motorcycle equivalent of wearing a leather jacket and sunglasses indoors because you can. So what makes it special? It's the attitude, the stance, the fact that this is not a bike you just ride, it's a bike you arrive on. It feels emotional, stylish, rebellious, and yet approachable and easy to handle. That's a rare combination. If you want a motorcycle that stands out in the crowd, that feels personal, that gives you a sense of identity, and turns every parking lot into a mini photoshoot, the 2026 Jawa 42 Bobber deserves a serious look. It's not the most powerful, not the most high-tech, but it has character, and sometimes, character is worth more than numbers. Thanks for watching Throttle Future. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2026 Jawa 42 Bobber, drop a like, share the video with a bike enthusiast who loves style, and don't forget to subscribe for more detailed reviews. Until next time, ride safe, ride smart, and keep the Throttle Future ready.